Hey everybody, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Well, we've made it to 2022. Hard to believe, but Happy New Year and welcome to 2022. And to kick off the year, we've got a brand new Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt Clue for Olympia. It's also exciting because the Olympics are coming up very shortly, so can't wait to start watching those. I like the Summer Olympics a little bit more, but the winter are always a lot of fun. Let me know down in the comments section what your favorite winter sport is for the Winter Olympics. Let's go ahead and kick things off though and get started with clue number 6 for Olympia. Alright, I've gotten everything together for clue number 6. I have my small clue number 6 instructions. I have my fabric guide. Again, I'm doing the Carry colorway. And then of course I have my clue packet number 6. So let's go ahead and open up and see what fabrics we have inside of our packet. Okay, this clue, I feel like we have seen this one or something very similar to it, and this was deceptively simple, or it looked very simple but became deceptively more difficult. Anyways, we'll do fine, but just know this one may take you a little bit longer than what you first think it might. Our first color here of fabric is, I have fabric G, and there are 16 triangles of fabric G. We have 16 triangles of fabric F. And then we have 16 triangles. These are larger, these are right triangles. I don't know the name. I don't remember from geometry what type of triangle that is. But we have 16 of A fabric triangles. Thankfully, none of our fabrics repeat. So there you go. This is all the fabric that we have in this clue packet. So let's go ahead and get everything ready. I'm going to put the fabrics on the table behind me and we'll get started with step number 1. All right, here we go. Here are the instructions. I remember this clue, or a clue very similar to, not this clue, because obviously we haven't seen clue 6 before, but I've got to dig back through my clues, and I remember one that looked very similar to this, because there was no back instructions at all. It was only the front. So starting for section 6, clue 6, whatever you want to call it, you'll be making 4 of section 6. The instructions below tell you how to make all sections at the same time. By the way, there are triangle tips, so if you need some tips on sewing triangles, there is a link to a YouTube video that you can type the URL into your web browser and get those tips on sewing the triangles, because they can be a little tricky. But what we're going to do is we're going to sew a small triangle of G to the top left of a large triangle of A, and then we're going to press it towards our G fabric. And then we're going to sew another small triangle of F to the top right and press towards F, and we're going to make 16 of these. So basically we're making 16 flying geese that have G on the left and F on the right, and we're going to do that a total of 16 times. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make that happen, and I'll come back when it's time to press everything out. Okay, that took a little bit of time, especially because my machine was having some issues. It got some thread in weird places, so I had to clean it out and oil it and do all sorts of different things. But there we go. I have completed all 16 of these. Here's my pile of 16, and I gotta say, I'm quite proud of myself because for the most part, they came out pretty well squared off. This one especially, like I'm super proud of this one. It is, in my opinion, quite square, and I'm so happy that that one came out so well. I'm learning how to do these flying geese a little more nicely each time I do them. So practice makes perfect. All right, let's go ahead and move on to step number 2. All right, for step number 2, it says join a step 1 unit to the left of another step 1 unit. Press to the left and repeat so that you have a chain of 4 step 1 units. We're going to make 4 of these in total, and it should measure 24 inches by 3.5 inches. So we're just going to put these into order just like this so that our G is on the left, our F is on the right, and we're going to put 4 of these together into a strip, and we're going to make 4 of these in total. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you when it's time to press everything out. Okay, I've gotten everything attached, so now I'm going to go ahead and press all of my seams. I'm pressing them to the left when looking at it from the front, so I'm just going to go ahead and press all of that out. I hope you had an easier time this time, since we've done a clue very similar to this one. I hope you had an easier time doing this one and getting it all lined up and pressed out. Mine are still a little wobbly, but honestly, they're getting better. I'm getting happier with them. Part of the problem on camera is it's changing levels because I have part of it here on my mat. But honestly, not too upset about that at all. Looks pretty good. And there we go. I actually have my other 4 over here. So there are 4 of these in total. And we're going to label these as our clue 6 or section 6. You can do either one. I like to label mine as clue 6. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we are done. Like I said, this one takes a little bit longer. When you first look at the instructions, you think, oh, this will go together super fast. But it does take a little bit of time to get those triangles nice and lined up and sewn perfectly. Although I never get it perfect, but that's okay. The quilt police will not come after my quilt, so I don't really care. All right, that's it for clue number 6.